there it is. I've never found a love like this. There it is. I've never found a love like this.
Hello everyone, welcome back to E20 Zone TV. I am joined by Alfie, also known as West Ham Online. We have just watched West Ham 1, Gianluca Scamacca, the Italian sensation. Alfie, talk me through that game.
Well, I think we probably deserved. I would say we deserved to win by more than one, but then again, they did have a chance or two. They had a great save by Areola at the end, and also they had a chance in the first half which hit their own player. But I think we looked relatively comfortable. I think Flynn Downes was very, very good in the middle of the park, and in my opinion, should be starting over Souček, but I don't think he will. But I think he should be. And yeah, I thought we played okay. I thought Bowen was very good in the first half. I thought Antonio was decent. Benrahma got into some good positions, but it just wasn't going for him today, Benrahma. And I did feel a bit bad for him after the open goal miss, because that's the sort of chance he has to tuck away. And, well, yeah, I did feel bad for him, but at least he got in some good positions, I suppose.
Yeah. I thought Benny was shite today, mate. That's coming from me. He should be putting that chance away. But the Antonio one, when you see Antonio and then you see Gianluca Scamacca, there is levels about the game, basically. And Gianluca's on the pitch. He gets one golden chance and he puts it away. And Mickey, I'm just not convinced on Mickey. I think there's different levels to the game. But let's start off at the beginning. West Ham come out the traps, and first 10 minutes I thought it was all right. I thought it was good. And then after that, we sort of faded away a little bit.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, I agree. I thought, as usual, we were patchy throughout the game. I thought we've looked a lot better than we were a few weeks ago. I thought we looked a lot better than then. So there's something to build on, I suppose. But, yeah, I thought we were okay. I thought they had some periods of domination. It is still a bit too patchy, and there was 2 or 3 players who played tonight who I didn't think were very good, I'm sure we'll come on to that in a minute. But I think they let us down on an individual level, which meant that we couldn't maintain possession like we would have liked to.
Got to half time 0-0. What were you thinking at half time?
I still thought we'd win the game, to be honest, but I thought we might need a moment where somebody has a good shot or something falls for us at an angle where we can put it in the back of the net. And Scamacca got himself in a great position again, and it was a great finish again. That's what he does. I've said for a long time, I think Scamacca will be in the future a world-class striker. I don't think he'll be here long. Some people say he doesn't suit our system, but I think he's so good that you have to suit the system to him. And yeah, that finish was another very good finish, and it just shows what he can do. He doesn't even need 15 minutes on the pitch in this competition. He just gets goals whenever he plays.
It made you laugh, didn't it? When you look at our team today, they couldn't hit a bundle with a banjo. He comes on the pitch with Paqueta within 10 minutes of him being on the pitch, or 8 minutes of him being on the pitch. He scores, and it's just levels, mate. Levels to the game. I agree. When Gianluca and Paqueta come on, they changed our game really. I thought with Scamacca, when we was doing the spaces in the summer, people were saying we want Broja. Broja's going to be this. Broja's going to be that. And not a lot of people really wanted Gianluca Scamacca at West Ham United Football Club. And I was the one person who kept saying, this man has to be signed at West Ham. Because I've seen enough of him in the Italian league with Raspadori, who's tearing it up for Napoli at the minute, to say that this geezer is going to be top drawer. And so far, he can't stop scoring when he's playing games at the minute. Obviously, the game feels that it's a 1-0 win. And it's a good result, but how will you assess tonight's performance, Alfie?
I remember doing a space or a video with you the other week, and I said a couple of people were always out, and I said I'm not going to judge him on the conference performances because I expect us to win all them games. I'm more bothered about the Premier League. So this game doesn't help Moyes, in my opinion. I think we should be winning this game. I thought the performance was okay, very good when the subs come on. I've got to admit, I thought Paqueta, Scamacca, Rice all looked brilliant. As I say, I do actually think the individuals were to blame for some parts of the game today because when those three came on, we looked fine. I thought Ogbonna was pants. I don't think he looks back to the player he used to be. I thought Lanzini was pants. I thought he was absolutely poor. And I didn't think Soufal was great, but he put in a couple of good balls, I suppose. But mainly Ogbonna and Lanzini really, really struggled tonight. And I was very glad when Moyes subbed Lanzini off rather than Downes because I thought he was going to bring Downes off, to be honest.
What did you think of Flynn Downes tonight? I said it in my preview show the other day, quick 10-minute show. I turned around and said Flynn Downes has to start games. He has to start. I've seen enough of Flynn to say this man should start. I thought tonight he was absolutely excellent, mate. Another excellent first-class performance from a player that, let's be honest, he's played 2 games, I think, from the start this season. Tonight and FCSB. Excellent.
Yeah, I thought he was even better than he was against FCSB, to be honest, because
I thought he was great.
I thought Downes was good against FCSB, but I thought people hyping his performance a little bit because I thought first 20 minutes against FCSB, he wasn't really showing for the ball that much. Today, he was showing for the ball so much. He was confident. He progressed the ball well. He was strong.
His reading of the game is excellent. I will say that.
Brilliant. He reminds me of a young Declan. I think Declan's obviously a level above him because Declan's Declan, but Flynn, being a young Declan is not a bad thing. Flynn's an exceptional player. I think he should be in our midfield from now on. The only thing he's not better than Souček at is getting in the box. So I don't know why he wouldn't start over Souček anymore. He's better at everything else, in my opinion, apart from that and aerial duels.
I think he just controls the game, Flynn. Like when Flynn plays, if you watch him tonight, don't just watch him. Watch what he does after the ball's not near him, sort of thing. There was a play where Anderlecht were going forward, and I can't remember. I think Lanzini was out of position or something, and he's just reading the game where Lanzini's out of position. He's reading where he's got to go. I thought Flynn was excellent tonight. I can't stress enough how much I want to see this kid in the starting lineup for West Ham. Do I think is he ready for Premier League? I don't think he's ready yet. I will say that, but I do think he's banging on that door if Souček does start to decline a little bit. I think he was excellent. I really did. So, Alfie, who was the worst players for you tonight? Who did it impress you that much?
I think I've just seen a comment actually where someone said Moyes out and Ogbonna was fine. Well, good thing you said that because I'm coming on to Ogbonna straight away. Ogbonna was not fine. I thought he was terrible. He looked slow. There was a moment at the end where he gave away a free kick on the edge of the box.
Got you the card.
He couldn't anticipate the bounce. Every time he got the ball, he just looked like he had to go backwards because he couldn't progress the ball like he used to be able to. His reading of the game, I don't think it's because he reads the game poorly. I think it's just he's not recovered from the injury very well. And unfortunately, it makes it look like he's reading the game poorly because he's anticipating situations at the wrong moments. I thought he was rubbish, to be honest.
How do you think Ben Johnson played tonight?
Good in parts, bad in other parts.
Yeah,
I think it's a bit mismatch. But Ben Johnson's just come back from injury as well, and I think he looked a lot better than Ogbonna did, but not perfect by any means.
Do you think? Because I do agree with you on Ogbonna. I've said it for a long time that I don't think he's fit. I think we're trying to push him into games where, like, this was quite a high. I wouldn't say it's a high intensity game, but there was a lot on the line in this game. And I don't know. They're saying with Ogbonna, I just don't think it's the same player, mate, that we had a year ago. If I'm being honest. I do think Craig Dawson in that sort of scenario where he did get booked. I will say one thing, Dawson, I don't know where the hell Craig Dawson was because it left and chasing back. Dawson goes missing, but I agree with you. Ogbonna has been a bit suspect, to say the least. Let's talk about Lanzini, mate. I see in the group chat Lucas saying he needs to retire. What did you think of him?
I said it when I came on the player ratings video that me and you did. I think he's been our worst player when he's played this season. Sadly, I think that continued tonight. Awful in the duel. He lost all his duels. He lost the ball in key moments. He was weak. He didn't create anything. He was getting rammed through. He's just very meh. He's just not good enough anymore. And it's sad to say. He's still always going to have that technical part of his game. And I bet you he'll have one good game where he looks brilliant, because he will have those games because he's so technically good. And everyone will be like, oh, get Lanzini back in the side. But no, Lanzini should not be playing anymore, unless it's a tin pot fixture, in my opinion.
And this is a dead rubber or something. I've got to agree. I thought Lanzini, some things he does good. When I think, oh, here we go, like he's going to do something, and then he gets his standard European booking that is like on the cards every single game he plays in a European competition. He always gets booked. I thought Flynn's covered a hell of a lot for him tonight. I will say that. I think that's what made Flynn Downes look better than he should have looked. There's that. Back Cafal, back up right back. Still the same Cafal, isn't it?
He's just Cafal. Unfortunately, the system, I don't know what it is. He's just not good enough anymore. He was incredible in 2021, but I think the system suited him so much. Nowadays, he's just kicking the ball off for no reason. Like he's genuinely having time on the ball and just kicking it needlessly in the air.
Yeah.
He'll always have good positioning out wide. I do think he's actually very good at positioning himself high up the pitch. But apart from that, not good enough really. And unfortunately, he should be returning to the bench on the weekend. I think he will. I think Tilo Kehrer will play at right back. And it's the right decision, sadly.
It is, mate. Timo at right back is a must for me, 100%. I don't want to see Cavell there. And the worry is now Ben Johnson's fit, I'm worried that Ben's going to go there. Do you know what I mean? At right back, which could make it even worse. Excuse me. I'm going to lead on to sort of the other players who sort of at the attacking end of the pitch tonight. Because obviously the game really was flat. Like, we had chances, they had chances, but it was just it's a bit of a boring game, really. If it weren't for Gianluca Scamacca coming off the bench and scoring, that filters that into a 0-0 draw.
And Paqueta's touch, James. We've got to talk about that.
Yeah, I must admit, he's getting better, isn't he? He's getting better and better, this man. Right, let's talk about Benrahma. I'll go first on this one. For me, he was poor tonight. Absolute poor. I can't feel sorry for him because this is his moment to shine. Yeah. I look at Flynn Downes and I look at Benrahma. Flynn's had a really, really good game against FCSB. Got man of the match, in my opinion, which I thought he was excellent. I thought tonight, he's pushing man of the match for me tonight. I thought he was really, really good. Benny today has chances. Every time he has a shot, he's weak. It's like he's scared to put his foot through the ball. And listen, everyone who knows me in the chat, I've backed Benrahma up for a long, long time. But tonight, I can't back him up on that performance. That chance from Bowen into Benrahma in the first half, that's Gianluca Scamacca, that's in the back of the net. If that's Paqueta, that's in the back of the net. If it's any top player, it's in the back of the net. And Benny, in the first half, I don't know what I was seeing. One thing I will say he done good, so I'm not going to go totally in on him, is he laid a lovely ball down the line for Antonio, and Antonio sort of fluffed it. Other than that, it was poor from Benny tonight. It really was. I can't feel sorry for him, though. I will say that. I think this game was a game for Benny, and he just didn't turn up, in my opinion, at all. What do you think on Benny?
I think he got him really. I thought his positioning was brilliant. I thought he was in the box when he needed to be in the box. I thought he was out wide when he needed to be wide. So, in terms of understanding the game, I think he done well. It was just when he actually had to do something with the ball that he struggled. I mean, the open goal is just. I mean, I would expect anyone to put that in. So, that's just inexcusable. I don't know what happened there, or but you'd expect Benrahma to score that. He had another very good chance in the box as well.
You'd think his confidence has just been completely shot to shit. Like, it was like I don't know what it is. It's just, at the start of the season, Benny was okay. And I will say that. Against Villa, Forest, I thought he was good. Yeah. I see him tonight, and it's like, it's just a completely different player for me.
Yeah. I've seen that a lot about the confidence thing with Benrahma. I know you've said it as well. It's all well and good when a player's a confidence player, like, fair enough. But at the same time, if you're just a confidence player, you're never going to be brilliant, are you? Because every player goes through patches, whether it be an argument with the manager, whether it be an argument with a player. You've got to be mentally strong. And I don't know whether it's mental with Benrahma. It looks to me like it is, but then again, I do think, I don't know, I think it is a mental barrier for him. I think that's why he missed that open goal as well. Maybe he overthinks things, but I just don't think he'll ever be there.
Do you think he's sort of, how can I put this? Do you think he's sort of in such a way that he's so scared, not scared, but worried about making a mistake, that if he makes a mistake, he knows he ain't going to get picked, sort of thing? Because that's the gist I'm getting. Every time Benny does something, it is like spotlighted all over him. Like, we will get on to Antonio, where I will disagree with you on it 100%, because I thought Antonio wasn't all that tonight, if I'm being honest. I thought some things he's done good and some things just fell over all the time. But when I look at Benny, it's like he's shit scared to do anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? What do you think, Alfie, on that?
Benrahma looked frightened. Yeah, I am, yeah. Benrahma looked frightened to do anything wrong. And he's looked like that for a while. And I don't think it will ever be a success, him being at West Ham. And the reason for that is because David Moyes doesn't think he's very good. And let's be honest, that's never going to change.
Terry Dodd's in the house. James, is Paul still Switzerland to Daya and Brady battle? Oh, Terry, couldn't get it. Anyway, let's move on to Antonio. You say he had a good game. I thought he was okay, but it's just an okay performance for me. I will say that. I think he gets bullied in a lot of things. He does get some fouls. I will say that. And I thought the referee tonight was giving him them fouls. But how would you assess him tonight, Antonio? Yeah.
First half, I thought he was good. I thought his movement was good. I thought he won the fouls. I thought he played some good passes out wide to Bowen and into Benrahma's feet. Obviously, his finishing was pants, but I thought he was good first half. Second half, he went missing a little bit. But I thought he was okay overall.
I thought, I'd say he's okay. And then finally, Jared Bowen, mate. He looks like he's slowly coming back to the Bowen from last year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bowen in that first half was brilliant. And on another day, he gets a good few goal contributions there. He accelerated past two men and laid it off to Benrahma for this sweaty goal.
Was good.
Which was unfortunate. He had a good chance that he missed, did he? No, he had an offside chance that he put wide. Overall, I think Bowen was very, very good tonight. I thought maybe some of his passes could have been a bit better, but that's been hypercritical. He looked back to the Bowman last year, and he has done for the last 2 games now. So hopefully it continues. But yeah, Bowen has to start again, obviously, against Fulham on Sunday, and performances like that will go a long way into us having a successful season.
Totally agree. I thought Bowen was decent tonight. I will say that. I thought out of the front three, he was the best one out of the front three, in my opinion, by a long way before the reinforcements come on. Now, let's talk about David Moyes. I will bring in the lads about who come on the pitch. Obviously, Declan had to come on, Paqueta, Scamacca, Fornells, just to get the job done. But, Alfie, what do you think of Moyes tonight? Because it wasn't a good performance tonight. I will say that. that system that he played tonight, I think it was like 3-4-3 with Emerson and Cafal as sort of like wing backs. West Ham just can't play well in this system for some reason. And every time West Ham sort of go back to the traditional 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, West Ham look better. Like it's clear for everyone to see. How do you assess Moyes tonight, mate?
Thought you got the subs right. I thought the system, yeah, I don't mind the system as much as others, but I do see its flaws. I think the personnel, as I've said, I don't think the personnel helped tonight because I think bar 2 or 3 players, we done well. And those 2 or 3 players were, unfortunately, very bad. Moyes has got 2 wins in 2, which is encouraging, but yeah, it weren't perfect, and I don't think we're going to see perfection. I think we're used to seeing teams like Man City dominate the ball and Arsenal and teams like this. I think we have to somewhat accept that we're always going to have periods of struggle in the match. It hasn't been acceptable this season, but even when we were winning games last year and the year before, they were still tight. We were still not having a lot of the ball. So I think we're improving slightly, but Moyes is still under a bit of scrutiny, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, mate. I wasn't convinced by the way we started tonight. I think tonight, we started well for 10 minutes. After that, we were crap in that first half, literally crap. I know you can say we had chances, but Anderlecht, a better side would have punished us with certain situations, and I just think Anderlecht were not all that, in my opinion. And then finally, to the subs. Start off, obviously, 4-0's come on towards the back end of the game. Fair enough. Declan Rice comes on, Paqueta, and a little man from Italia called Gianluca Scamacca. When we used to do these spaces, and people used to call for Broja, I used to laugh. Like, they think he was going to be the next big thing. And I always said, Scamacca's the man for West Ham, 100%. What do you think tonight on the sub?
I think Scamacca was an unreal signing. We were very lucky to sign him, and he was the correct substitution, obviously, because he's got that game-winning knack in him, if you like, where no matter what's happening, you can always trust him to get a goal. I thought, Scamacca was brilliant tonight when he came on. Paqueta was exceptional as well. He gave the ball away a couple of times, but you have to accept that with his play style. Some of his little touches and flicks around the corner. And as I say, I'm going to see him playing consistently with 2 other players who are good on the ball. And their names are Flynn Downes and Declan Rice. And Rice was decent as well.
Yeah. I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. Gianluca's the man, mate. He really, really is. Alfie, anything else you want to add before we go?
Anything else I want to add? I will say Fulham won't be an easy game on the weekend. I think despite their 4-1 loss to Newcastle, it was overshadowed because of a red card. I think they've actually looked quite good this year. They have a goal threat in Mitrovic and they press quite well off the ball as well. So it's not going to be an easy game on Sunday. I would say it's probably 60-40 in our favour. But it's going to be tight and we need the fans to be very loud.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I don't think Fulham's going to be easy at all. As I said in my recent videos, last Fulham, we won 1-0 and we drew 0-0 at Craven Cottage. And that we got battered in that game at Craven Cottage, I will say that. For me, my final thought is this: West Ham getting the job done in Brussels. And but we had Brazilian magic and Italian fine cuisine to get the job done over there. I must admit, Gianluca Scamacca is starting to grow into a player that we all hoped he would be. When he first arrived at West Ham, a lot of fans were going, Haller 2.0. He can't do anything right.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's doing everything right. He scores the goal that wins us the game tonight with a very, very good finish. Flynn Downes, my boy, the one I called for, I preview the other day, I said, got to play. I did have a few comments about what gives Flynn the right. I'll tell you what gives Flynn the right, because Flynn's a very, very good player, and he's not being treated like a very, very good player. He's being treated like a crowd reboot. And tonight he proved everyone again that he's very comfortable in European football. Do I think the Premier League is too soon for him? Maybe. Faster, it's a different tempo to European competition. But Flynn is impressing me every game he plays. And last 2 games, for me, he was man of the match against FCSB, and he was man of the match tonight, in my opinion. I thought he was excellent. Obviously, Benny is poor from him tonight. I don't know what happened tonight. It could be just one of them nights. But I've got to assess it on tonight, and tonight he was poor. Lanzini also. Sorry, but Lanzini sort of doesn't work in that central midfield. But West Ham get the win in Brussels, and that's what matters. We're 3 out of 3 in the group stages, and we're as good as qualified for the next round of the Conference League. So that is me and Alfie done. We'll be back in 45 minutes' time with Mitchell and Lucas to talk about the player ratings. What will Mitchell give certain individuals like Kafal and Antonio? We will find out. Anyway, please do smash a like on the video. That has been Alfie, West Ham Online, and I will see you again in the next one. Peace.
There it is. I've never found a love like this. There it is.